Jason Goes to Hell, The Final Friday, is the ninth installment of the series. It is the absolutely worst film of the franchise. This movie is horrible, it's poorly written, it has bad acting. It's just terrible all around. The main story for this movie is that Jason Voorhees, by some unknown methods, is resurrected. But he's blown away by the FBI, and he does this whole body switching thing throughout the movie till the end. That's pretty much the story. I don't get into the pros and cons of this film now. There's only one pro, and that's Kane Hodder playing Jason Voorhees. This is his third appearance here. Does an excellent job as always. He stays committed to the role. And that's the only pros I have to give it. The cons, a lot. Well, how should I start? Characters are forgettable. The story is horrible. The writing is badly paced. And Jason Voorhees doesn't even show up for almost all the damn movie. It's just him body switching from different person. Now, what kind of story is that? I mean, it's bad enough you don't show how he's somehow miraculously resurrected. But then you give this bullshit story about him switching bodies or for him to find a new one. It's just terrible all around. One note is that there's an Easter egg in this film, Freddy Krueger's hand, and I think that's pretty cool there. But this film is so horrible, it kept the franchise in development hell till 2001. We didn't see enough Friday 13 film till that year. That's how terrible this film really is. And it's not even worth anybody's time. Everyone agrees that this film is the worst in the franchise. This series has fell such a long way since part 7. I mean, it was bad enough for Jason Voorhees to go to New York, but in this movie, he's not seen pretty much at all till the end of the film. And of course, like the title says, Jason Voorhees get dragged to hell, and that's the end of the franchise. And this franchise wouldn't even come back to the early 2000s. I think that says a lot about a franchise that's been around for a long time. You put out good quality stuff in the beginning, but towards the latter, you put out really crappy products. And this product is an example of that. In fact, I think there was some misconception that this movie should not be made at all costs. And if they was going to make this movie, at least make it compelling. I didn't find this movie compelling. I found it boring. I found it the worst ever in the franchise. And for it to get a 24% Rotten Tomatoes, me personally, I probably gave it a lower score than that. On a scale of 1 to 10, I'm giving this film a 3. That's how bad this movie is. Now, like I said, only bright spot was Kane Hodder playing Jason Voorhees. Other than that, this movie's forgettable. The weakest and the worst in the franchise, like I said before. And generally not worth your time. Everyone I talked to over the years says this movie should have never been made, and I agreed. It's the only Friday 13 film that came out in the 90s. And it will lay dormant for so many years till that came out with Jason X years later. I think that should tell you that if you've seen this film, you know how horrible it is. And that's my review of Jason Goes to Hell, The Final Friday. Leave your comments in the section below and let me know, do you agree with this being the worst film of the franchise? Or by some crazy reason do you disagree? I hope no one out there considers this a good movie. I just hope not, because there's nothing good about this film other than two things I said before. Do yourself a favor. If you really want to watch Friday 13 films, stick to the early ones, or I guess the later ones if you're really interested. But for this, there's nothing worth saving this movie. It's beyond recognition, in my opinion, and a film that I wish never got made. Alright, up next is my review of Jason X, and that film is a little bit better than this one, but not by much, and that's saying something. Alright, this is Slim Guy 172 saying, peace out.